Memorial Day is coming up, so it's time to start thinking about summer wines. Joining us now with some tips on summer wine is Tom Steffanci, president of Deutsch Family Wine Spirits, the largest distributor of wines in the U.S. Welcome, Tom. You have over 20 years of experience in this industry. So from your bird's eye view, what trends do you think we're going to see this summer?
Well, I think we're going to see wine continue to follow food. So food's become more adventurous, and so has wine, and we've seen a lot of interest in lighter, easier drinking wines, especially as the weather gets warmer.
And what's the popular price point, do you think?
You know, consumers have moved up a little bit, but it hasn't been dramatic. So this $10 to $25 price point is growing at 13%, and you can drink high-quality wine in that price range.
Yeah, absolutely. What about the rosé wine? We talked a lot last summer about the huge trend of rosés. Is that going to continue, do you think?
I think it will. Rosés are growing. They used to be only coming from you know, the French Riviera, Provence, and now good rosés are coming from all over the country.
Delicious. I love rosé. And sangria, that's another trend. Are we continuing to see that?
Yes, and I think you're starting to see some better sangria.
Oh, good.
We make one called Epa from organic grapes and real fruit juices, so I think good sangria is really worth people giving it a chance.
And when you look back 20 years ago to when you first started in this business, what would you say are the major changes?
Yeah, I think consumers are more adventurous. I think it's followed food. So I think as our palate for trying foods from all over the world has changed, we've seen that change with wine as well. And where people would drink Chardonnay when they were drinking white, now they're experimenting more with Pinot Gris and Pinot Grigio and Sauvignon Blanc.
So it's a more sophisticated palate, you think?
It's a more sophisticated and I think just more diverse.
More diverse. Okay. Now, what are your tips for going to a restaurant and ordering a good wine?
So I would say think about what you're going to eat. Make sure you're comfortable in telling the sommelier or the server what price point you want, and then share preferences. You don't have to be real specific. What kinds of things do you enjoy? And that makes it easier for them to make a recommendation.
Right. Sounds good to me. Don't be afraid to ask for help, right?
Exactly.
If you need it. Now tell us about the wines you brought with you, and why did you choose these?
So I brought 3 wines that I thought would be great. We're coming into Memorial Day. The weather's getting warmer, and what these wines have in common is they're light and they're lower alcohol and would be enjoyed outside. So the wine that I poured, and we'll end with a sip of that, is the Barone Fini Pinot Grigio. So this is an Italian Pinot Grigio from an area called Val d'Adige, northern Italy near the Austrian border, and it's cool, so the wines are light, crisp, fresh, and lower in alcohol.
And how much will a bottle of this set you back?
So that's about $12.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic value.
Yeah, yeah.
The second is a wine called The Crossings from New Zealand. So New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc has really caught the attention of Americans. We love this grapefruity smell and light, high acid. And The Crossings at about $15 is great value. And the higher altitude part of this vineyard really brings out acidity. And acidity is what makes wine food friendly. It kind of cleans your palate between bites.
Oh, I love that feeling that you're ready for the next flavor.
Exactly, exactly. And then the last is the wine I mentioned called Epa. So Epa is made from organic grapes and from high antioxidant fruit juices. So this is a very high quality sangria, and it's bright and it's fruity, but low in alcohol, and you drink it over ice. So when you're out on the porch and it's warm, you're not worried about your sangria getting too warm.
I've not seen sangria bottled like this before. That's great. A great idea. All right, well, let's give this a taste.
Great.
I love a Pinot Grigio, so cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for bringing this.
What do you think?
That's lovely.
Isn't that nice?
Really, really nice.
Has some citrus, fresh fruit, but very, very light.
And for $12 a bottle. Wow, happy Memorial Day weekend, right?
Tough to beat.
Tom, thank you so much.